Once upon a time, there was a diligent girl whose father married the mother of a lazy girl. The diligent girl was sent out by her stepmother to find work and earn some money. On her way, she came to a tree that begged her to scrub the branches off dry twigs. The diligent girl cheerfully completed the task and continued on her way. She then came to another tree in a vineyard who requested that she clean off the twigs as well. Despite being tired, she did what was requested. After that, she came upon an old damaged oven who asked for her help in cleaning and repairing him. She fixed the oven with care and continued on her journey. Next, she encountered a filthy dog who requested her assistance in cleaning him up. Despite getting wet and muddy, she followed the dog's request. Then she stumbled across a fairy's house, where she was offered a one-year cleaning job. "This mansion has 7 rooms," the fairy said. "You must clean 6 of them and never enter the 7th. The diligent girl followed the instructions and worked hard for a year. At the end of the year, the fairies opened the 7th room, revealing it was brimming with gold and silver. She was told to sleep on the gold and silver, and whatever stuck to her clothes would be hers as a reward. When she awoke, her body was covered with gold and silver coins. She said her goodbyes to the fairies and began her journey back home. At the river, she met the dog she had cleaned, who led her to a chest full of jewels. The dog told her to take as much as she wanted, and she did. Next, the well invited her to help herself to fresh water, which she did gratefully. She met the oven, now repaired, who offered her fresh bread. She ate the delicious bread and continued on her way. She came across a tree with crisp apples and ate some, taking more for her journey. She finally arrived home, her clothes sparkling with gold and jewels. "The mistress is home," crowed the rooster. "Look at all the treasures she has." Her stepmother, filled with envy, sent her own daughter to find work and riches. The lazy girl set out, grumbling about the task. The dry tree asked her to clean off the twigs, but the lazy girl refused and walked on. The vineyard tree requested her help, but she declined, saying she was too busy. The oven asked for her help, but she refused again. The well asked for her help, but the lazy girl refused, not wanting to tire herself. The dog asked for a bath, but she refused, saying she didn't want to get dirty. She eventually found the fairy's house and asked for a job. The fairies offered her work for a year, but warned her not to enter the 7th room. She worked for a few days, following the instructions, but curiosity got the best of her, and she sneaked into the 7th room. The room was dark, filled with bugs and insects that stung her all over. She ran out covered in bites and bruises. The fairies scolded her, reminding her of their warning. Bleeding and injured, she decided to leave. She met the dog and asked for help, but the dog refused, reminding her of her refusal to help him. She approached the well, thirsty and desperate, but the well drained its water, refusing her. She ran to the oven, but its flames scared her away. Refusing her help as she had done before, she continued starving and thirsty, hoping for some food or water. The vineyard tree refused to give her any grapes, reminding her of her earlier refusal. She came to the old tree, heavy with fruit, but it too refused her. The lazy girl walked home, tired and empty-handed. The rooster crowed at her arrival, noting her disheveled and wounded state. The stepmother was furious and disappointed to see her daughter in such a state. The father, enraged by the mistreatment of his daughter, confronted the stepmother. He asked them to leave the house, no longer willing to tolerate their cruelty. The diligent girl and her father embraced, their hearts filled with relief and joy. She shared her newfound wealth with her father, ensuring they would never be poor again. With the gold and jewels, they renovated their home, making it warm and welcoming. They lived together happily, grateful for their blessings. The village celebrated their good fortune, admiring the diligent girl's hard work. The fairies watched over the diligent girl, pleased with her kindness and diligence. She used her wealth to help others in the village, spreading kindness and joy. Surrounded by friends and family, the diligent girl smiled, her heart full of happiness. Looking at the stars, she felt grateful for her journey, knowing that kindness and hard work always pay off in the end. Kindness, hard work, and diligence are always rewarded,